My first question is there a place in Tobin's to forge stuff?
You can surely ask.
Do you want me to ask?
Alternatively,
the
we can
scary
keep
gnome
going to the spire
Find a
and
blacksmith,
forge
maybe.
there.
Yeah.
Fine.
So are you all just gonna sit and wait, or are you gonna try to do something while you're in here?
I mean, if I can't there's no equipment, because I only have smith's tools. I don't have anything to actually melt down the
You can always ask Tobin.
I reluctantly go up to the counter and ring. Is there a bell on the counter?
Yes, there's a bell on the counter.
And reluctantly ring the bell.
So you all see the 8 foot tall?
I am 8 foot even.
Okay. You see the 8 foot tall Goliath with his great axe in hand slowly walk over to the.
No, my great axe is in my hat.
Okay. So you see him slowly walk over to the desk in the center of the sweat clearly dripping down his forehead as he raises his big hand over this bell, just going, "Oh no." As he drops his hand and the bell goes ding. Tobin just runs out of the little room and goes, "Oh, Hirung, what do you need?" And he claps his hands together and just runs over and jumps on top of the desk looking at you. "What do you need?"
Do you have any forging equipment?
"Are you looking for the blacksmithy?"
Yes.
Tobin snaps his right hand. The room gets really short for a second as a second door appears, and he goes, "Through to that door, you'll find the blacksmith."
I nod, thanking him, but not say anything because little troll freaks him out. How much time will it take Tobin to finish the cloaks?
From now, it's probably about an hour, hour and a half.
How much time will it take to forge the weapon?
Are you walking into the thing really quickly?
I am going into the forge right now.
Okay. As you enter the door from the forge, this is probably the hottest smithy you've ever stepped into, but it's not an uncomfortable heat. So it would actually, for melting down iron and making things, cut the time in half.
Okay, how much time will it take?
Instead of it being about 2 hours to melt everything down and make it, it's only going to take about an hour, hour and a half to build it.
Wow, I'll take it.
Okay.
So I do have smith's tools. I do have proficiency.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to, using my mithril, I would like to forge a better axe blade.
Okay. Make a dex save, because you're doing fine movements to improve it.
I will walk into the room with you, providing you +2 to your dex save modifier.
While I appreciate this, I nat 20'd.
You make this beautiful, like, engraved blade that fits perfectly on top of your great axe. And for doing so well on this, you actually, the blade now feeling so much lighter because it's mithril. You can swing faster. You can hit harder. It is now going to do 2d12 damage.
Oh, fuck. Oh.
Plus, you can now swing it with one hand.
Oh, fuck. Oh.
Damn.
Oh,
because
shit.
Mithril is incredibly light.
Wait, do I get... I'm assuming I don't get the extra d12 if I swing with one hand?
I would say it would drop to 1d12, 1d8.
That's still so good. How much material did I use in the forging of the weapon?
Just enough that you still have enough to make that little handle of yours.
Give me a percentage of
You used probably about 90% of it making this
Okay.
sheened material. You probably have about 10% left. You only need about 5% to make that handle.
So I will still have material left over.
Yeah.
Okay.
You'll still have about a small slab worth about maybe 25
So
gold.
I'm gonna explain my plan because I loved coming up with it.
Mm-hmm.
So Dimm, realizing that the bucket could be any indeterminate shape or size, realized it could be used as a shield. Dimm, knowing this and wanting to implement it to the best of his abilities, has decided that having it on hand is probably the best thing possible. So what he has come up with is a coupler that attaches to the um
The hilt.
the I don't think it's a hilt.
It's a hilt.
Haft.
The hilt of the
The shaft.
axe, the shaft of the axe, whatever you want to call it.
It would be a haft.
Sure. And having a slot for the handle of all things bucket to sit in, which would allow Dimm at any point turn his great axe into a shield.
Yep.
Astounding.
He used a big brain. So-
This is exactly what I would. This is exactly what I would expect him to come up.
It's not complex.
No, it is ingenious in its own way.
So Tomas, do
But-
I have to roll for the coupler?
Sure. Do another deck save. And since it's a deck save, you have advantage. Elek is now here, so you also have a +2 modifier for that.
I'll take it. All right, 15 plus 2 on my first roll. Yeah, I'll take 17.
Okay. So still very nice looking. You make a nice thin metal that placing the handle of all things buckets in, it fits perfectly, doesn't slide around at all, and it just snaps into place.
And I still have about 5% of that material left.
Yep.
Okay.
You can do whatever you want with it, and it's worth probably about 25 gold.
No, I might as well use it. So I'm gonna think back to our previous engagement and how our tiny elf friend essentially 1v1'd a monster and won. I'm gonna make imagine Wonder Woman here, the armlet,
Like the bracers.
the bracers, the metal.
The gauntlets.
They're not gauntlets, they're
bracers.
bracers.
Oh no, gauntlets.
Gauntlets are
Gauntlets
full
are
hand.
full.
Gauntlet would be a
full
whole ass
hand.
glove, yeah.
Yeah.
Do I have enough material to make one bracer?
You are you making it for yourself or for Sierra?
I'm making it for Sierra because
It is enough to make 2.
then I would like to roll to make mithril bracers for essentially the reason we won that last fight.
Okay. Do you want to engrave them with anything or just
Yeti
straight
skull.
Oh my god, do not engrave them with Yeti skulls.
Wait.
It would be huge if they put Yeti skulls.
She's a druid, you can do something nature-esque.
Badger.
Oh wait, I don't think she can.
Ken, how talented is Dimm in actually engraving? Clearly okay, because he's
Pretty well.
perfect. Okay, then I'll engrave a badger on
As
it.
a gladiator that ran his own thing, you had a couple suits of armor that you had made that were all for show, but still beautiful works of art.
Then I'll engrave a badger on him.
Oh wait, I have a question.
Okay.
And this has to do with your homebrew rules. I think
Mhm.
druids don't wear metal armor. Depending on, I mean, it's up to her, of course.
It's not really armor. It's more like bracelets.
Okay, cool.
They're just very, very strong bracelets.
I mean, you can do what you want. I'm just saying. I don't know what you're.
Is there
I wouldn't
something
classify these
against
as
armor? Question mark.
Some
For
classes
druids.
can't wear armor.
I don't. I
druids,
mean, I
it's
wouldn't
very-
call these armor.
No, these are not armor. So first, Geo roll a dex save, with Elix +2,
And advantage.
and advantage, and then after you make it, I'm gonna have you roll another thing.
Okay. Natural 20.
Nat 20. Okay. I'm not even gonna make you roll the other one. Okay. You get the exact look of Boris on both of the bracers.
Cool. And wait, it took an hour to make the axe. How long has it been?
It's probably been about 2 hours at this point.
Okay. So
The people outside are starting to get concerned.
they're like, wow, Grimuld and Dimm have been in there a while. You think they're getting all hot and heavy
2 hours
in the forge?
smithy. Let's play
I don't
2
think
hours
anybody
in the
is
smithy.
asking that.
I would ask that.
You think they are getting hot?
The rest of us just give him this look like, buddy, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then I'll unless Elek or Grimuld has something to do in the forge, I'm gonna walk out with my handiwork.
No, I'm the only dwarf ever to have brewing tools instead of smith. So I have no business here.
not the only dwarf. A lot of dwarves like to drink.
Well,
I
doors
suppose
love
the
to
only
drink.
thing dwarves like as much as smithing is in brewing and
Drinking.
consumption of brew.
Yep.
So
All right. So,
I want to know, while that was happening, could I have made a potion?
sure.
And if
From the bone.
this, yeah, I want to know if I were to make a potion with that, what kind of potion would I have created with a roll?
I would say, are you trying to make a potion or some sort of poison?
Why not both?
Because if you're going more towards poison, you can make basically like, if I had to describe it in basic terms, a kind of like a splash potion from of necrotic damage.
What would so if I made a poison, what would a potion be? If I use the
Potion, it would be a temporary resistance to necrotic.
Remember the potion.
Okay.
Which is
With the amount of bones that you got, I'd probably say you have enough to probably make 4 of each if you really wanted to, or 8 of one.
Why not both? Yeah, 4 of each.
4 of each. Okay, so you'll have 4 I'll have to make these as well because I wasn't thinking about that being a possibility.
Look at me potions. I think I can probably see one on here. Potion of acid. Oh yeah, we can get resistance.
Yeah, yes, but there's not going to be one of like dealing necrotic damage.
Yeah, good point.
So
I'll do the
I'll make it.
resistance
It'll
one,
be
and then
2.
you can do.
Yeah, I'll make the ones, but it'll be 2d4 worth of damage with a 10-foot splash area of effect.
Cool. So yeah, I'll add the resistance one. You can just give me the poison later.
Yeah, I'll give you the poison one later. All right. So yeah, you all have gotten your new stuff. Kelly, you now have, I'm going to say, a +1 to your AC from the bracers.
Thanks.
Yeah. So,
how do I? Oh,
I
customize?
haven't made the bracers yet. I would
Oh.
at the moment just click your AC and do misc bonus +1. I will make these bracers on D&D Beyond. So,
and should I just add a generic warhammer for the time being?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a special warhammer, so it'll probably do more damage, or it definitely does more damage. So I'll have to make it anyway. You can just have a warhammer to have it as a placeholder.
So you're gonna send me that scroll later, right? Or
Can I show my bracers to Boris?
Sure.
I show my
Boris
bracers to
kind of
Boris.
sees himself for a second in the bracer and goes, "Huh?"
It's like that meme where it's like, why are you me? I'm me.
It's the two Spider-Men pointing at each other.
Yeah. Tobin has finished all your cloaks, so he gives one to Grimuld. So I will change your guys' cloaks specifically from cold resistance to cold immunity.
Well, Crush, it's you and me against the cold.
Yes.
And Valark and Jonathan.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of awkward being a tropical creature.
Are you even an endotherm?
Right? So
I
yeah.
like how Crush just seems to have this like crazy wild backstory that like is never addressed. But
Nobody
like
ever asks.
but he seems it's always yeah, it's never how he. But like he never like it almost seems as though he likes that nobody asks and he just gets to be really mysterious and like say shit like that.
It's like it's always just a story for another day.
Yeah. And people are like, but why?
It's like it's time to sleep. I shall tell that story tomorrow.
That's a story for another day.
Doesn't. Okay. So yeah, you've spent a good 2 hours in towns. It's still only about noon at this point. Yeah. You guys have all your stuff. You heading back out on the.
Yep, let's get to the Spire. I want to get the fuck out of these mountains.
Yeah.
So you spend the rest of the day traveling, heading mostly up mountains instead of just across. You head up as well. You guys can take watch.
Wait, is it nighttime?
You do spend the rest of your day traveling,
Oh.
not noticing much. It's pretty bland, but night eventually comes. You set up camp. You can all find a night's rest. You don't really need to take watch. You haven't seen anything to rise suspicion.
Any creatures around I can speak to?
No, there's nothing at the moment.
Curses? Any plants?
Any
See,
what?
it's plants, because I can speak with plants.
Oh, I heard clams. It's like
At the moment, you're probably too high in elevation to find much of anything.
Give me a tree. Okay. Take
Alright.
all this time.
Yeah. So yeah, you can all find a good night's sleep. Not really having to worry about anything. It's very relaxing for tonight. And then last day of travel. It'll probably from where you are, it'll take about 6 hours to get to the Spire, meaning you'll get there at about, if you wake up at 7 or 6, you'll get there at about noon to 2.
Okay.
So,
Let's.
So yeah, you guys all wake up and you continue your way towards the Spire, eventually reaching the southwest gate of the Spire. Quickly just gonna check on all the players. How is everyone holding up?
holding up as in what?
Tired wise.
oh,
Oh, the players
like
themselves.
us.
The players, not the characters.
Yeah. Yeah.
I am starting to fade a little bit.
Yeah. I
Okay.
did get up at 8 or at 7.
Okay.
Prepare
Uh,
myself.
but like if everybody's still good, like
I'm good if other people are good.
I would
I do not want to be the reason that we call it if everybody else wants to
Yeah.
play, but I am like
I'm not planning on holding it much longer, but just checking in on everyone's.
Yeah.
Brains.
I mean, if we like got to the Spire and did a couple things and then called it, that
Yeah.
would
yep.
I'd
Yeah.
be satisfied with
Totally
that.
So you make it to the Spire. There's a little stable, of course, next to the entrance. You guys can all leave your horses there. It is 2 silver per horse.
okay.
Okay. Well, I
Return.
will
Silver.
gladly. yeet Greg to the stable.
Can I pay 20 copper?
Yeah.
Okay, because
Oh, wonder.
I don't have silver.
Yeah.
Wait a second. How much is gold worth? Oh,
1 gold is worth 10 silver, and 1 gold is also worth 100 copper.
how much silver does it cost?
1 gold is 10 silver.
How
It's
much
2
is it?
silver to
No.
store a horse,
Oh, 2 silver.
and they will give change if you need it. So if you give a gold, they will give you 8 gold back, or 8 silver
how much
back.
gold was I supposed to start with?
I'd say you could have started with 40.
Okay, then I'm at a reasonable number then. I'm at 4 gold.
So yeah, if you want to give a gold to the stableman, they will give you 8 silver back. Did I lose connection again? No. Okay. Yeah. So you all leave your horses. Anyone looking for anything specific in this city?
Where's the
I have a
nearest
feeling
bar?
we're gonna find the local inn soon enough.
Geo just asked about looking for the bar.
Yeah.
We should actually see if talk to somebody about the Yetis and specifically the abominable one that we dealt with.
Okay.
Cool,
There is a town guard about a block away if you want to go there.
Okay. Yeah, let's
Sure,
go.
I'll go.
Let's go chat with him.
Yeah.
All right. You make your way to the town guard. The guard wear a somewhat chainmail-esque armor with a bit of leather on it as well, with a kind of like a light teal blue. Yeah, basically imagine a white rune guard but with blue.
Okay.
Like a light blue.
Does the helmet look the same?
Not many of them wear helmets.
Oh, okay.
A good amount of them are dwarves.
Main characters, they don't need helmets.
Yeah. Most of them are dwarves. There are a few humans, probably like 1 or 2 half elves.
Oh, turtles.
No turtles.
There were never any turtles.
Yeah, so those are all the basic guards.
Okay.
As you enter like the main guardhouse.
Yeah, well, I suppose we'll look for a captain or warrant officer.
Real quick perception to see if you can find them.
17.
17. You eventually find kind of a secluded chamber that when you enter, there is a blue dragonborn woman kind of just writing down on papers. And as
Okay.
you kind of open the door to her chambers, she looks, "Can I help you?"
Yes, we were wondering. We came across some trouble in the mountains on the way here, and
Let me
during
guess. You're a party member died from a yeti.
no, actually, we killed an abominable yeti. It felt as if we kind of did a service for your settlement here, and wondered if there was any pending rewards for such an action.
You got proof?
We do.
Dimm respectfully,
Dim.
Dimm respectfully moves his hat, reaches shoulder deep into it, and pulls out the dry head of our abominable friend and plops it firmly on the center of her desk. Respectfully, of course.
She takes the quill and kind of like pulls some of the fur off of like the eyebrow to see a scar from like a sword going over the left eye of the yeti. That's definitely the leader. Well, I can offer you all 400 gold apiece.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yes, this was totally a party effort. It was entirely not due to one spell that we managed to take care of this. I will gladly take 400 gold for services rendered.
I will stay very quiet. Boris makes a noise like he's laughing, but we're not going to talk about it.
I'm gonna give Sierra a little look like I made you this thing out of the kindness of my
No,
heart,
I'm
you
not
will
gonna say.
give me
No.
this.
I intentionally do not say anything. Like
No. But Dimm also gives you a look like,
Oh,
come on, don't you dare.
yeah.
I'm gonna take 25 of it, slide it to Sierra, and then take another 25 and slide it to
Sierra?
Grimuld. Yeah.
Sarah.
Sierra.
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 Sierra, and Elek's character's name always slips me.
Grimuld.
Grimuld.
Grimuld. Because Grimuld
Grimuld
saved my
Chonker.
life. Yeah. Be like, good job leading the pack. So now I have 350.
Tommaso, give how has it been a week since I last paid? What's his bucket?
It's probably only been 4 days.
Okay, then I'm not paying Jack yet. But he's pissed away all of his money.
You have to teach him how to spend it now. He's your son.
Does
He's
he-
probably got a few copper here and
How
there.
much money does Jack still have?
He now has 400 gold.
Oh, you meant
Everyone in the party got 400.
everyone. Oh, he doesn't need his allowance yet.
Everyone in the party got 400 gold, except the animals, of course.
Oh,
Well, I provide for both.
Same.
Exactly.
wow.
Do you want me to not give him 400 and you have to provide for him?
No, I just thought he was like under my, I don't know.
Geo just desperately wants like a
Gio's sad he
companion.
can't be a father at the
Like-
moment. Gio's sad that his son got the same amount of money that he did, and then he can't give him something.
I'm
Yeah.
not at all.
I mean, you
I'm
can probably
amazed.
collect from him.
No,
You
he's
can
in
receive
my
his money
service.
for it.
He earned it. He did like, I think 30 damage to that fucking thing.
He killed one of the. Because
He
he was
also
just shooting
crit
fireballs
against the
whole time.
abominable.
I was
He
gonna say
also
he also
crit on the
crit.
abominable.
He was lighting shit up. Yeah, he was
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, so I'm
both,
well earned. You earned
yeah,
that money.
for sure.
Cool.
Yep.
Can I take the
Okay,
head
well,
back?
And are you asking this?
Yeah, I want it.
She grabs a tuft of the hair and just tosses it up to you. Thanks for killing that.
I hold out the hat as if it were like a basketball hoop, and it goes straight in.
That looks like a fun game. We shall call it.
We shall call it Yeti Head.
We shall call it head skipball.
Skidball.
So
Not
no
a single
Yeti head.
Smashes it.
Smashes a great hammer or great axe.
No.
Steps on sword.
I'd like to look for a general store where I can buy a silver mirror so I can actually cast Sanctuary.
Okay. Yeah, you just roll a quick perception.
20. Dirty 20.
20. You definitely find a little corner store named Granny's.
Not
And
at all
it's-
creepy.
Oh, it's not creepy.
It's run by a little old dwarven lady.
Yeah.
That's so adorable.
It's just a little it's like a little old antique shop.
She looks like the granny from Celeste.
She died. Why would you say that,
Wait, what?
Kelly?
Oh yeah,
They
that's
were
right.
teasing
Sorry,
it
sorry,
so
you're right.
hard.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Okay, well, I guess I'd tell her that I'm looking for a small silver mirror of some variety. And if she's got it, powdered silver and iron.
Without saying anything, she kind of just takes her cane and like turns around and walks down like a little aisle and comes back like a minute later with a small little hand silver mirror. Like that probably like a young woman would probably use for like makeup.
Okay.
And then
This is perfect.
finds a little pouch of like silver powder and holds it up with like a little shaky hand. She's very wrinkly, by the way.
Okay.
Mm.
I thank you very much. How much will it?
I would say about 25 gold for all of it.
An excellent bargain. Thank you very much.
Thank you, dearie.
Did anyone else go with him or anything?
Yeah, I'll go with him.
I will also go to the antique store to find
Okay.
antiques for my collection.
Okay. Geo and Sierra roll perception.
Not 20.
Not 20.
7.
7. Okay.
Wait, can I use passive?
Sure.
9.
Okay. Nat 20. You find. Would your character already have like a headband, or not a headband, like a hair clip, kind of like the one that you have, like the tree one?
I'm sorry, what?
Does your character have the hair clip you have on right now?
Already.
Oh no, I was.
So if
You
your
find a
character were
little-
to find something
Yeah,
very
yes,
similar
she
in a
would wear
store,
it,
would
yes,
she
I'm
purchase it?
You find a little silver hair clip shaped
Okay.
like a tree.
Yes. Excellent.
I like this.
Can I also replenish my stock of things for Shalala?
What does it take to? Whenever you cast a spell, unless the material components say that it destroys the components when cast, the components
Yeah.
will stay.
Oh.
Like,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You won't have to deal with that till like level
Yeah.
like 9. Where
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
1,000 gold.
Yeah, I think the only person that needs to worry about that is Valark, who has Revivify,
My
which takes a
protection,
diamond.
my protection from good and evil consumes
Consumes
the
it. Okay.
powdered silver and holy water.
Okay.
But
Well, you
it's
should
like,
have you should have a flask of it's a drop of holy water, isn't it?
a censer is like the incense thing.
Yeah.
I don't think I do.
Well, you said a thing of holy water, right?
Yeah.
So is it a drop of holy water?
It just says, it doesn't say the quantity. It just says holy water or powdered silver and iron. I
Okay.
figured-
Well, I'm pretty sure you have like a container of holy water, right?
I'm not seeing one.
Oh, look, what's your class?
Okay. Well, as a paladin, you
Paladin.
should.
You definitely have.
Yeah, you should. There's no reason you
Okay.
shouldn't. So, and
Paladins
as
and
a
clerics.
paladin, yeah, as a paladin, you should be able to make your own holy water.
Okay, so I'm gonna bless the heck out of some water.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
gotta burn the hell out.
So once, yeah, you got to boil the hell out of it. But yeah, you should have enough holy water to continuously cast the spell, and 2, you know how to make holy water.
Okay.
Okay. Geo, you find a box.
Oh no.
What does the box looks like?
It looks like a little basic black box, kind of like a music box in a way, but it's probably the size of like a shoebox.
Can I open it?
Sure.
Hold on. Can I use divine sense on it first to detect good and evil?
Sure.
Okay. Is there anything particularly evil coming from this box?
Nope. It's a box.
Okay. Go ahead and open the box.
Are you opening the box?
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
opening the box.
As you open the box, a somewhat bright yellow light escapes from it. As when you fully open the box, taking a second to adjust to this bright light coming from it, you see gems of different colors.
These chaos emeralds.
Oh my god!
Just
Oh my god!
floating in a little circle,
No.
doing nothing else.
Should we really be letting Dimm?
Should an old lady really have this in her store?
Exactly. That's why we're gonna purchase it from
For a
her.
service
Excuse me.
by taking
Excuse me,
someone-
ma'am. How much for these beautiful gems of yours?
Oh, that would be about 35 gold.
Sold.
Oh, you mean these chaos emeralds?
My name is
mean
Dig
these
Dim
chaos
Duggadome. Chaos Control.
Oh my god.
Are you gonna try to do anything with the gems?
No, I'm dropping them in my hat.
Okay.
with the box. In the box.
Okay.
Wait, are they cursed?
No.
They're not.
They're just magic.
evil.
Yeah,
they're
not evil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're magic, but they're not inherently evil.
They only have a bit of magic in them.
Oh, so they're
They
not
have,
super
they are not
powerful.
good. They are not evil. No. You basically just bought floating rocks.
I don't care. 35 gold. I just got
Big
400.
And you got
Dim likes the
Macleod
shiny
from-
and the cursed. Like
There's
That
a
would be a great like punk band.
the shiny and the cursed.
I definitely listen.
Excellent. I am now in possession of the Ring of Mordor, the Chaos Emeralds, and a super evil box of fun surprises.
This is just
That may or may not have an entity of great and unspeakable evil inside of it.
Okay.
Mr.
Are you guys gonna go to the main tavern, which you saw earlier?
bar. The bar.
Time.
To the bar.
to the bar.
We just
Okay.
hiked up and over a mountain. I didn't get to fight the mob boss. I need a drink.
He needs a drink and or a bar brawl. Not necessarily in that order.
Okay. So you get to a very nice looking stone tavern on the outside, which has a hanging sign that, oh god, give me 30 seconds.
Better be me.
There it is. The tavern name written out on the top reads Frostbite, and under it their catchphrase saying the best cold brew in Raktiel.
Oh god, it's Coors Light.
No, it's because it's on top of a mountain.
Has cold brew even been invented yet?
For them it has.
This is the origin of the
Okay.
word. This is the origin of the word.
I
I'll be
will
sure to
hold the door
tell-
open for the party and
I'll be
usher
sure
us
to
all
tell the rest of my dairy department that cold brew originated with a turtle somewhere near the Spire.
Coors Light.
All right.
in.
So yeah, you enter. Oh, similar to a similar looking dwarf to like Grief, but much more like gray hair, and scraggly and a little bit older. Is the barkeep. He's just currently just cleaning the counter. It is a pretty small counter because he's a dwarf. A lot of the patrons are dwarves. Probably one or two dragonborns inside the bar. A few humans.
I want to ask the barkeep a question.
Okay.
Is it okay if I borrow your kitchen? I brought my own utensils.
He kind of looks up at you. His red eye closed. You want to use the kitchen?
I slide him 1 gold.
He kind of looks down at it, takes his right hand to like open his right eye, and look at it. All right, back left corner.
Sweet. I look to Dimm. May I borrow the meat now?
Oh,
Sure thing, partner. Because I'm getting a cut of that. Get
You
it a
can get
cut.
some. Alright, I go into the kitchen to make.
Okay.
How well has it dried this far?
It's in a vacuum. I don't think it dries.
It's not as cold. It's not as like bloody.
It's just
It's
room
somewhat dry.
temperature. Oh, it's just a room temperature damp.
Hey, it could be worse. It could be freeze dried Yeti meat.
icky.
So I'll spend a few hours or an hour in the kitchen making however
Okay.
much Yeti meat I
Jerking
can
it up.
I
I'm jerking
am
it.
gonna have a drink.
Yes, I will.
Okay.
I will belly up to the bar.
Hey, how can I help you?
Oh there! I could do with a drink. What you serving?
Well, we got this new stuff. basically just dwarven oil,
Dwarven oil.
not dwarven oil.
Mm.
It's dwarven ale, but mighty cold.
I prefer mine room temperature, if at all possible.
You're asking for room temperature on top of a mountain. That's room temperature.
Fair enough. I'll take one.
And he pours it out and just slides it to you.
The whole
Already
box
seems
goes,
to have some
"Ooh."
condensation on the outside of the glass. It's cold.
Mighty refreshing.
All right. That'll be 2 copper.
I will hand 2 copper coins.
Ah. Right eye still closed. Anything else I can get for the rest of you?
Yes. Can I have? What do you have for food?
For food, we got some deer meat that was transferred up here. We got some scrambled eggs, of course, from some chickens. We got some scrambled eggs from some turtles.
God. How are these turtles alive in this environment?
We have all eggs shipped up from it. The only kind of eggs we got are chicken eggs. We also got chicken. A couple chickens died, so we got the meat.
The kitchen.
This man is a riot. Okay. All right. Can I get a good cut of deer meat, and can I also get a saucer of milk for my badger? And I show him Boris. I would like hold Boris up so he can see.
Takes his right hand again to his right eye and opens up the clothes to look at it better. I made a saucer of milk, he yells to the kitchen. And some deer meat for the elf.
Yes.
Weird. I thought you were a vegetarian. Alright.
Are
That'll
elves
be-
vegetarians?
No, not necessarily.
Oh, okay.
Alright. That'll be 6 copper total.
Okay.
Alright, thank you. Anything for you, big fella?
I'll have a double of what he's having.
Alright. He just gets 2 pitchers out, fills them upside down. That'll be 4 copper. Alright. How about you, big turtle?
I thought he was in the kitchen.
He's in the kitchen.
Alright, you're in the kitten. Never mind.
To an empty.
Yes. The rest of the
We're on
party.
top of a mountain and you want room temperature.
That's room temperature.
That's the room temperature.
I got a question for you. Which is heavier? A kilogram of steel or a kilogram of feathers?
It's a kilogram of steel.
That's
what
right.
kind of steel are we looking for? Is it a kilogram of dwarven steel or human steel? 'Cause dwarven steel's heavier.
But they're both a kilogram.
But dwarven steel's heavier.
I know.
Okay, done with that bit. Alright. For the rest of the party, they each get themselves a single ale, except for Valark, who gets himself a small glass of ale.
A saucer.
He learned his lesson the first time.
Alright. So as you all have your drinks, he brings out the food for Syrah. He brings out the saucer of milk for Boris. Kind of sets it on the table. Pretty nice milk. Not too chunky.
Minimal hairs in it.
Yak
Yeah.
milk. Boris is pleased.
Big schlorp.
noises I've ever heard.
Takes another look at. Opens his right eye again. That's a weird looking dog you got there. What's his name?
His name is Boris.
I always thought it was a rat.
Well, for me, rats are pretty big. But this is definitely bigger.
Well, that's because it's a badger.
Oh, what?
Never mind. It's a dog.
All right. Nice to meet you, Boris. He gives Boris a little pat on the head as he drinks the milk. All right. Anything else I can help you with? I got customers to help out here. Everyone else is already perfectly content with what they're drinking.
No, that's
we have
it.
we have a special rock that we could ask about.
Special rock.
You got a rock?
We're on a bit of a quest, guys.
Right, that's right.
Who has the rock?
Well, as a dwarf, I know my rocks.
I thought you had the rock.
I'm pretty sure Elek has the rock.
Oh.
What? I do not remember acquiring a rock. Where'd I get the rock?
You have
it was in your horse's satchel.
You have a gem thing from what's his bucket from the start of the campaign.
Thorn.
Oh shit!
Thorn.
I didn't realize. Okay. Yeah, well then I will withdraw the rock from my equipment and place it onto the counter. Then ask the guy, "Do you recognize this rock?" Or
Before
could
he
you
even
direct us
before
to
he
some-
even looks down at it, he goes, "As a dwarf, I know my rocks pretty well." And he looks down, opens his right eye. Never seen that before.
Can you direct us to somebody in town who might know more about this rock?
And he picks it up and goes, "Well, the only thing, do you know where it came from?"
Not really. That's what we're here to find out.
You do know where it's from.
It's
Isn't it from the Spire?
Is it not
Thorn did
her
say
necklace? Like, isn't
no,
it?
It's
Oh.
it's too big for a necklace. Thorn said in the letter, she said she's just south of the Spire.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I knew it was from her. I didn't know if it was like set in.
Okay. But yeah, so you do know it was from just south of the Spire.
Okay.
Yeah. It's from just south of the Spire.
It's from these parts, just south of town.
Must be from the old dwarven mine. But other than bandit thieves, no one's really been down there for years.
Is there maybe somebody who used to work there or ran
Hey.
the place that we could talk to?
There's multiple people in town, but you just got to know who to ask. I'm pretty sure Gregor down the bar knows a couple things. Hey, Gregor. And you see a short little red dwarf, or red-haired dwarf, very scraggly hair, kind of looks up. You say this came from the mines. You know anything about it? And this dwarf kind of gets off from his stool and kind of waddles over, picks it up, looks at it for a second, goes, "Hey, it's a key," and puts it back on the counter.
Ah.
A key to what?
Well, there's a door, but it's incredibly hard to get to.
Is it in the mines?
Aye. But after that, those frostbiters start living in there. It's pretty hard to work in there.
I'm sorry. What?
Frost spider.
Oh, that's even worse than the thing I heard the first time. Never mind.
They're big. They're big and mean. But other than that, we only knew what one of the keys was. Other than that, this was the one we never saw. The other one looks slightly darker. It used to be in the bottom level of the cave, but no one ever went down there. There was a lake, but it was too far away. But the crazy went down there, found the door. 2 key slots, only had 1 key. Looks like you found yourself the second.
Wait, so
And
is the second key is in the door, or it's in a vault? I'm just trying to clarify.
Last I knew, the key was still down there, but you never know. Some of those crazy fucking bastards of bandits could go down there. Could have it for themselves, but they've held themselves up in the mine.
How big are the frost spiders?
Category size fuck.
Well,
second. Let me see here. It's because I have a list of.
they're large. They're large creatures, about 10 feet wide. It's just look up large spider.
No, I don't want to look.
No, like if he's looking in the monster manual, it's not listed as a frost spider. It's listed as a large spider.
But I'm assuming it has like cold resist or something.
Yeah, it's cold resistant.
Oh god.
Other than that, bandits might have the key. Bandits might have never gone down into that little, but enough people have died going down there, so none of my business no more. I work up in the new mines.
Thank you so much for your help.
Aye.
Let me buy this man a drink.
Okay. And he pours an ale. Here you go, Gregor. Thanks, man. And Gregor goes to his own seat. All right. So it's the key. What you gonna do with it?
Well, we've got to locate the other one and then go find the door, I suppose.
Oh god.
Well, the door is on the deepest level of the mine.
So we would have to fight through the
progress
mines.
through the mine.
Yes.
Fighting bandits and spiders, overcoming obstacles, delving deeper into the abandoned.
It sounds like we
depths
got
of
ourselves
the
our
earth.
first dungeon, boys and girls.
We're going to make friends with these spiders.
Forever have the dragons.
Now I need to find myself a forked twig.
A forked twig? Or a forked twig?
A forked twig. I think I have a solution to finding the second key.
You got a twig? Anyone got a twig on them?
Specifically forked.
Yeah, I just need a twig.
A bush.
He goes, "Ah," and he just grabs like a butcher's knife and just slams it down on the counter, make a nice like wooden piece of the counter just come off, and he just grabs two ends of it and just splits it in half. This work.
Yeah, probably.
It looks kind of like a tuning fork, but wooden.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So tonight I will need to prepare my locate object spell, but that should, once we get kind of close, should help us to kind of fine tune.
Aye. You looking for rooms?
Yeah.
All right.
Got a champion suite.
How many of us are there now?
Damn.
7.
7? Yeah, we need beds for 7.
6.
Wait.
We need beds for 6 and a spot on the floor for the torch.
All right. Well, I got some rooms down below. Not super comfy, but each one will fit.
And it's much better than snow-covered mountain, which is what we've dealt with for 2 nights. So we'll gladly take them. What'll it be?
It's a silver for a room, so 3 total.
Okay. I'll cover 1.
Aye.
Yeah.
Aye.
I will also give you.
Aye. And he kind of waddles out from behind the bar. Come, I'll show you to your room. And he brings you to a little door that opens, and it leads down to a little like adobe kind of walkway to 3 rooms, and only 3 rooms. Each one having 2 cots and some sort of storage for like something in the kitchen.
Okay.
None of them have actual doors on.
Ah. Well.
Don't worry. I'll lock the door up top so no one comes down. And he just gives this wide smile with a couple teeth missing. You'll be fine. You'd already paid. And he just walks back up.
I've slept in worse. And I plop my hat onto one of the beds.
A dull funk emanates through the entire room.
Yeah, it's like 3 separate adobe rooms, each with 2 cots and barrels for like storage.
Nice. We're in
Uh,
the cellar.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But hey, it's actually pretty warm down there.
Oh.
I mean, if they're Adobe, then Adobe's actually really well insulated.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, and
it's
anything
it's pretty well
subterranean
insulated.
is insulated from the outside air.
Yep.
Cool.
All right.
At this point,
I mean, it's warmer than anything we've had in the last couple days, so I'm not complaining.
Yeah, so I suppose we could kind of formulate our plan for tomorrow. We'll need to make sure we have all the equipment we need, and we should make sure to stock up on rope and torches and such.
Yeah.
That might be the first thing to do in the morning, and then set out towards the cave and see if we can find where the bandits are staying, and see if we can convince them to give us the key.
If they have it.
If they have it. And if they say they don't have it, I can use this here splintered piece of bar to douse for it.
Yes, Walter.
No, wait, what?
Say Kelly.
No, I said we kill him.
Oh, I thought you only came through a little bit, so I heard Kelly. I was like, yeah, what? Huh?
Oh, I heard we kill him.
Oh, I don't know.
All right. If you want, as your characters go to sleep, we can call it for the night, or we can keep going for a little bit.
Sweet.
This seems like a reasonably good breaking point.
Okay, we'll call it here.
I want to know, how much jerky did I make?
You made
I mean, a Yeti's worth.
probably about 10 pounds worth of jerky.
Cool. How much would that be between everybody? I don't know.
If you're saying for size of portion, Dimm would probably need the most. So I'd say everyone would probably get a pound and a half.
And then
he'd probably get 2.
There's 7 of us. Give him 3. Everyone gets 1 pound.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dimm, you got 3 pounds of beef jerky.
So add
Yeti
1 pound of
jerky.
jerky to your inventory.
Is there actually a jerky item?
We'll make one though.
It doesn't look like
I'll make one. I'll make a Yeti jerky.
And
since it's an abominable Yeti jerky, I'm gonna say it's like a basic potion of healing.
I'll take it.
With cold resistance?
It's a good amount of protein.
You guys laughed when I asked what Yeti meat tasted like.
I didn't laugh.
Still a ridiculous question.
You came out like quadruple on top, Kelly.
Gio, you're welcome, by the way, for my good roll.
Thank you, friend.
You guys have had some really good rolls tonight, luckily.
Yeah.
There's been
Surprisingly.
a lot of nat 20s in this session.
I mean,
There
Nick
have
and
been.
Walter almost died, but they're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kelly.
I didn't realize that I got another spell slot when I leveled up.
Yep.
Neat.
Yeah, Kelly, you got the cold immunity. You got jerky. You got the bracers, and you basically soloed a boss. So you laugh.
I do laugh.
Whatever.
I mean,
But
we
thank you
all,
for the jerky.
just about everybody did hit the boss.
I did not hit the
Just
boss.
did.
I
Just-
did not.
said just about bring a ranged weapon, nerd.
I do have javelins. I was expecting to grapple it. My plan. I had a plan, and then Kelly ruined it.
See, Gio was gonna grapple it. I was
Yeah.
right behind him, packed. Sheath.
You're just like on his back, have him in a headlock, and we're just wailing.
I was prepared to wrestle that monster, but Kelly's like, "Nah, I got this. It's fine."
Yeah, it's whatever.
All right, cool.
I mean,
All right.
the spiders are going to be able to get around the spikes.
Yeah, they have this weird thing where they can crawl on walls.
Yeah.
Good thing I can turn into a spider.
Bandits and
can.
stuff will have ranged weapons to be able to hit us without moving through the spikes,
See,
and
the
basic
way I
human intelligence to say don't step on the pokey.
The way I interpreted it was no one would be stupid enough to go down into those mines. So I don't know if we're actually going to encounter that many bandits, at least not on anything past the surface level.
Yeah, it sounded to me like right at the entrance the bandits sort of chilling, but they knew not to go too deep because it sketch.
But here we are. We were given,
Going too deep.
we were given a rock and told, fuck it, we don't know anything. And we're like, fuck it. And now
Were we even promised a reward?
I don't know.
Are we just doing this for,
We're just doing it for
shits and
for the adventure of it. Well,
I mean, I'm bound up in my holy quest to help people.
I was gonna
but
say
y'all are just
for Grimuld, Syrah, and Valark, like your good alignment would probably compel you to help individuals. But like, wait, Crush, what are you? What's your alignment?
You're neutral, I think.
Yeah, I think I'm neutral good.
Yeah, you're neutral.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh, so you have some good in you, but I'm chaotic neutral. I'm not necessarily interested in helping just for the sake of helping. I don't know why Dimm's here. Maybe he's in it for the adventure. And
yeah.
the
He's just,
rustling.
he does whatever tickles his fancy, and when he smells a good time, follows that.
Yeah, I think that's why he's here. He's like, you know what? This sounds like an adventure, and that's why he's around.
Crush is literally just Master Oog. He's nice, but he just goes with the wind.
There are no accidents. All right. Have a good night, everyone.
Good night,
I will
guys.
see you all next Saturday.